Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a second quarter of the year review. So I'm going to be talking about the goals I've achieved, what I've done this year, and just how I'm feeling about everything. Because as you may know, on my YouTube channel, I love talking about ways to improve your life and goal setting and everything like that. So it's a huge passion of mine, so I love talking about it. And if you haven't already seen it, I did the first quarter of the year review a few months ago. So check that out first before watching this video, just so you're up to date with everything. But basically, from memory, right after I filmed the first quarter of the year video, that's when things really started to change for me. I feel like the first 3 months of the year, I was really settling in to the new place I had moved into, and I was just really unsure about a lot of things like uni and just the start of the year. There was a lot of things to sort of sort out, and that took quite a long time for me to sort of settle into. But now I'm well and truly settled and honestly really happy. Like, I'm really happy. This has been a really good year to me. So yeah, I'm feeling really settled, and yeah, not too much is going on. I'm just working a lot, and that is something I've been working on this year, is trying to find balance with that, because in the very start of the year I had no work and all I wanted was to have lots of work, and now I have so much work that I have to say no to different opportunities because I can't do it all. And that's something I really had to accept and work with, is that I just cannot do 5 things at once. So I've been really working on balance, and I know that's not achievable, so I no longer get upset with myself if I can't manage to balance everything out, because it's just never always going to be balanced at all. So I'm not even going to try and strive for that. However, I just need to make sure that certain areas of my life aren't overpowering like too much. Like, for example, work at one point was just my entire life for a few months, and I did nothing else, whereas now I'm learning to sort of not work as much and actually have fun and let go and relax and take time for myself and everything. So I think that's been a really important lesson. But I do love all the work that I do, and I'm so grateful that I have so many work opportunities now. And I essentially run my own business in a way, like a very, very small business, but I help people or families or whatever declutter their homes, whether it's their wardrobe, their garage, their entire house. I've packed up people's houses and moved it to their new houses and then set it all up for them. Even today, I helped someone with her wardrobe, like finding a different alternative to where she could store things, because she had quite a bit and stuff like that. So it's been quite fun, and I don't know, I've always been very interested in decluttering and organizing and cleaning, like literally since I was a kid, but I never saw that as a passion or a talent or anything like that. I just thought it was something everyone had. But I've really recently realized that not everyone has that skill at all, because for me it's just so natural and easy. But I've realized that it's not actually that easy for a lot of people. So it's been cool that I can have been able to turn it into work, because I enjoy doing it anyway. And yeah, I work at several other jobs, which I'm loving. And also in the last video I did of the quarter review, I said that one of my bucket list things was I wanted to learn how to make coffee. And in the video I said there's no need to learn how to make it though, because I don't drink coffee, blah blah blah. But right after that, I got a job at a cafe, and I've done a coffee course or barista course, and I know how to make coffee now. So I guess I should never say yes or no to anything. I should just like see where life takes me, because it's something I've always wanted to learn, but I never had a reason for it. So just in that video, I gave up on it. And then right after that, an opportunity came up where I needed to learn how to make coffee. So that was cool. So that's a new skill I've learned, and I really enjoy it, even though I still don't drink it. That hasn't changed. But yes, I'm still using my planner 6 months into the year, and I love it. And I still have my friend that also has the same planner, plus a few other people that I know have bought the planner since I shared it on my YouTube channel, which is really cool. But yeah, her and I message each other like a minimum of once a week to talk about the progress of our goals and how our week's going, because you have to answer a few questions and fill out a few things each week, like what you're grateful for, your weekly goals, your habits, your top 3 wins, and you have to rate your week as well. So we always send each other like what we've written and we talk about it. So, you know, if she's struggling with a few things, whether it's like motivation or, you know, she had a really bad week, I help her turn that around, and I can see from an outside perspective what she's doing wrong and what she can do to improve her following week, and she does the same for me, and that's been really amazing. So it's also been really cool to see that both of us have rated our weeks quite highly every single week, which is very cool, and it's very interesting to see when it's a bit lower, like what those reasons are and whether we stick to our habits and our goals. Now, when it comes to goals, I talk about that a lot on my channel because I'm so passionate about it. But I will be honest, the goals that I wrote in this plan at the start of the year still don't really resonate with me that much. For example, going to uni, I wrote that because I felt pressured to go and I felt like that's what you're supposed to do. But I guess the more I've learnt about myself and believed in myself and what I truly want, I realised that I wasn't writing that goal for me. I was writing that goal for other people, and I no longer think that way, so I don't resonate with that goal because I do not want to go to uni. Yes, that may change, but if it does, it will be because I personally have found a degree that I want to go to. However, I have finally, oh my god, finally realised what I want to do. At this moment in time, it does change, but this has been my thought process for a couple of months now, and that is I want to do coaching, like performance or life coaching. It's something I've been passionate about for a very long time, and it didn't click with me that that was a job until I realized that I was following quite a lot of people that are life coaches, and then I was like, oh, I could do that. So I'll see where I go with that, but I don't want to start a course till after I've been to this particular seminar that I'm going to later in the year, because I just want to get a gist of what that's like and the people I meet there and the opportunities. And I know at that seminar you break through a lot of beliefs and you go through a lot of breakthroughs and learn a lot about yourself. So I kind of want to see where I come out after that. And if I'm still thinking the same way, I'm going to take action straight away and do a life coaching course. Yeah, so that's my current thoughts. And then I'm still loving like helping people declutter and organize their homes on the side and all the other jobs I'm doing for now. So yeah, but the last 3 months I haven't been focusing on the goals that I had written at the start of the year that much. Like I said, the uni one, and a few other things. I've mainly been working on my daily habits. That's what's been a work in progress for me, and I've finally sort of found a good routine that I'm happy to adjust, but I like to stick to more often than not, because I have found that it's the things that I do every single day, aka my habits, that are gonna make me who I am, and it's the things you do when no one else is watching that I think is incredibly important. So I think with goals, a lot of the time they're like these amazing things that you've achieved that you can show other people, or just for yourself, of course. I love goals, obviously, but I think like habits really builds you up to being a better person, and it's hard work, and it just says a lot about you when you have a look at the habits you do every single day. So that's what I've been working on, and I found it very challenging because originally I set myself up with like 10 things I wanted to do every single day, and if I didn't do one of them, I felt like I had failed the day. And as you can see, throughout the last 3 months, my belief systems and my thoughts and opinions have changed and improved, thankfully. So I no longer think that way. I just think that if I can achieve a few of them a day, I've, you know, made a great start, and progress is like the key to everything. So I no longer get really upset and disappointed if I don't achieve all of them. As long as I'm trying to achieve as many of them as I can, that's the main thing. Because I think habits, like healthy habits, are really important. So it's like the things I try and do every single day is exercise for the most part, say some affirmations and visualization, I journal, but not every day. Trying to meditate most days, but I find that very challenging. And I'm trying to read every day, stuff like that. So I have a few where I'll just do it in the moment when I feel like it, and then there's a few things, there's only 3 that I really want to do every single day. So that's what I've been working on, because I just find habits so important, and it makes me feel so good when I do achieve them, because they're like mini goals to do every single day, and they build me up as a better person to achieve my bigger goals, if that makes sense. So really, the last quarter that we've just been through has me been working on myself and my habits to so I'm a better version of myself, so I can then achieve my big long-term goals. So yeah, I can't say I've been specifically working on my goals. I've just been working on myself, because my goals are so big. Like, I have extremely big goals. And in order to achieve them, I need to change my belief systems. Like, whatever's holding me back, I need to get rid of that. And I think when I've done research on like successful people, or, you know, entrepreneurs or famous people, whoever, they all have daily habits and like morning routines and stuff. So that's been something I've been working on. So yes, that's that. Another one of my goals that I mentioned in my last video was that I was almost finished writing a book, and I just wanted to say that I have finished it. It took me a long time. It took me 3 months, I think, but I'm very happy with it, and I look through it every now and again. So I got that out of the way. So I have achieved some of my goals and some of my bucket list things. So for the next quarter of the year, I'm gonna continue to work on my daily habits, because I find that very important, and there's always improvement there. I'm mainly just working on getting extremely fit and healthy, and I feel so much healthier than I did 3 months ago, because I have a gym membership now, and I feel really good. Which is the main thing, but I need to keep up with it. Some weeks are better than others, but as long as I'm going like about 5 times a week, I'm happy about that. Some other exciting news is I actually have my own mentor, or coach, if you could say. So I see him quite frequently, and he's been a huge help for me, and helped me like notice what some of my limiting beliefs are, and I've just learned a lot about myself. And something that I have learned about myself is that I have a huge need for certainty, which isn't a good thing for me. So it's something I'm really trying to work on for the next quarter, is just letting go and just being okay with things changing and not needing this plan and structure in my life. And as I see my coach more, I will learn more about how to actually go about that properly. But the first step is like realizing that. And so I'm really just trying to relax and have fun. So I've been challenging myself in little ways to step out of my comfort zone and just be free and have fun, and not be so like uptight about structure and routines, and needing to know like the course of my life. Like, I'm just letting go a little bit. So as much as I love goals and everything like that, I'm just trying to actually have fun, rather than trying to be perfect and sort everything out all the time. Like, when I'm actually I'm fine and I'm happy and I'm on the right path, as long as I'm feeling good and I'm making progress every single day, I think I'm on the right track. And as long as I have like a specific vision of how I want things to be, and then I just let go and have fun and enjoy the process, I think that's so much better than always like trying to fight my way to get to where I want to be. Because as much as I love that, I feel like having certainty plays such a big role in my life does take a toll on me in some ways. So that's something I'm trying to work on. So yeah, basically just like having fun and letting go, and then working on my habits. So yeah, that's about it. It will be very interesting to see what the next quarter holds. I'm going to America in the next quarter of the year, and a few other little exciting things. But other than that, I'll just be working on myself and having fun, and yeah, we'll just see, because it was very interesting to see how much changed between the last 3 months. Like right after I made the first quarter video, so much changed. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the next quarter. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I promise I'm gonna try and film more videos and be more active on YouTube again. So I've slowed down just a little bit, but I'm going to make it a priority of mine again. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already and like the video because it really supports my channel. And other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!